Everything. I like
Melody, I hear that haunting melody. It's in my every reverie. It says we'll never part. Can't you see that we can spend eternity? Our lives were really meant to be together from the start. No one else could fill my life with ecstasy. No one else, it seems, could make me care. What is left is just a memory that's so empty and so unfair. Melody, I'll write another melody, and this time from the start you'll see I'll write it from the heart, and words that say, come to me, stay with me. Won't you stay with me? No one else could fill my life with ecstasy. No one else, it seems, could make me care. What is left is just a memory that's so empty and so unfair. Melody, I'll write another melody, and this time from the start you'll see I'll write it from the heart, and words that say, come to me. Words that say, come to me, stay with me. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me.
Oh, got him. Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime. He's going to fix it.
Welcome.
I never judge how
Hold
tall
on.
people are.
Don't fix it. Hold on. I got this. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. How you like this? I'm a ventriloquist.
I like it.
I'm a
Live on
ventriloquist.
beautiful Thursday morning in South Florida.
You gotta
There
tell
be.
you. And
There you be.
we haven't done a morning show in a couple of days, and I wanted to remind you your taxes are due on Monday,
On Monday, yes.
on the 18th. They are not due tomorrow.
Thank goodness.
I don't know why.
I was wondering the same thing. It's Good Friday, that's why.
Oh, because it's Good Friday.
It is Good Friday. It is a legal holiday, and today I heard was Holy Thursday. I didn't know
Today's the day they had the
Passover, the Last Supper, whatever you want to call it.
You know, I don't think it's today, the Last Supper, because he was taken from the garden and he was, forget about it, he was punished brutally. And it couldn't have happened where he's crucified tomorrow. So this cannot be the day of the Last Supper. We have to look that up. I don't think it is.
I thought after the Last Supper, it is after the Last Supper that he then travels to the garden, and it's after supper.
No, all of that
he
whipping and
travels.
stuff didn't happen because he went from one Pontius Pilate to the guy, back to the guy, to heresies, and then back to Pontius Pilate. And all of that could not have happened in one day. We'll find out. We'll look it up. But anyway, welcome. The sounds you heard this morning, that smooth get up and go. You
So
need
he
a
calls
little
it
get up and
easy
go.
listening. Now I know why it's called easy listening, because it is easy listening.
Now, Mr. Slick over here. Now, that is my Babalui.
Baba Louie,
So we're going to call him Babaluki.
that is slick on
Baba
the board
Luki.
today.
Is on the board today.
Babaluki.
And we played a little bit of JC Dreesy. I even put it, JC Dreesy. I even put it on her webpage for her followers to follow. We are talking to JC today, 3 or 4 o'clock. Hopefully, doing some business with Miss JC. Like to promote her music. A little louder, a little stronger, a little better.
But big congratulations out to you, Slick,
Oh, thank
and
you.
Amp It Up Radio, because
Yeah.
Amp It Up Media. You have your first actually release, and it has been released. It is no longer in waiting. It is no longer in holding pattern. It has been released. So congratulations to you. All
Thank you. It's just I'm trying to make a 2-shot right now. I don't have.
right, I'm going to let you make your 2-shot.
Sorry, but like it's been
Congratulations to
good.
you.
Thank you.
And congratulations to you, Freddie, because it's been a vision that you've wanted for so long.
I got some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
There is a film festival going on in Miami.
Really?
Producers of film festivals, they do the 15 to 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to Movies Del Rey. They are going to open it up. Hopefully in 2 months, they're going to have short films put in the Movies Del Rey. And one of the directors reached out to me. They may want to use Margot's song.
Wow.
That's good.
And the reason I didn't answer the phone call on that piece is
You don't have an
because
answer on that?
I don't have an answer.
I'm going to ask you.
I had to talk to the powers that
What are
be.
you going to do about that?
I don't know. I guess we'll have a meeting to find out.
I guess we
what
gotta
we're gonna
talk to
do.
Margot.
Yeah, we got to. Well, no, we ain't got to talk to Margot, but we should talk to Margot.
Yes.
I got to talk to Slick.
Okay.
Cause now Margot's coming. She better be here tomorrow because we got some photo ops.
She definitely is coming.
We
tomorrow.
need to do.
She
Got
definitely-
things going
let me
on
take
tomorrow.
off
There's Slick. He's now Dawn.
Yeah, I'm really.
Dawn and Freddie S.
Yeah.
Wave at your
It's been
fan.
a little while since we've done a morning show, though.
Correct, and I was running late too. Like. So.
I got to
Thank
ask
you.
you,
Yes.
guys, you know what happened in New York? The gentleman turned himself in.
No,
Yeah.
Apparently, he called Crime Stoppers and turned himself in.
he called from a McDonald's
Yes.
And he was trying
to make fun of the cops because he was trying to tell them that they ain't never gonna catch him, and then you better hurry up because my phone is dying, and once that dies, you ain't never gonna find me. So there's this Russian guy, this big buka. You see him with the beard, and he sees him in the McDonald's. And this morning, he was all over. He's like a big superstar. I called the police, and the police came, and we got the guy. He's screaming at the top of his lungs.
Yeah, he loved it.
So they put him on all the talk shows.
Mm-hmm.
Then they find out that he has a little history of something, but they don't want to listen. But we don't care, because he got this guy.
He got the guy.
I got to tell you, there is no place like New York.
None. Even
There is
that
nothing
incident.
like the New Yorkers.
Can you
Yeah.
believe this
Their
maniac?
whole demeanor, but why? I can't understand why do it. Why do it, and then call Crime Stoppers? Why not just walk into the police station? And there he was.
No.
apparently sitting.
Don't think that he was giving himself up, because there is a $50,000 reward that is attached to the prosecution of this maniac and this gentleman, this guy.
So he didn't give himself up.
No, he called to tease the police.
Ah.
They didn't know where he was, and his phone was being tracked. But the guy called in from Crime Stoppers, and the guy is in the McDonald's here. He's in Brooklyn. He's right here. Come and get him. I thought this guy was gonna jump in and beat this guy.
No, but
Interesting.
I heard he was at the he was there. Like he called the cops
Yeah.
on himself.
That's
No,
what-
he did call. Okay, you gotta understand the politics of this. If
It's
he
New
calls
York.
himself,
Yeah.
the guy don't get the reward.
Mhm.
He called the police to tease them, but he didn't tell them.
And then the
He
other
said his
guy,
phone was
maybe
dying.
they've got a whole deal going on. I'm gonna call, tease them. You turn me in. You get the 50. We split it. We
How?
all
The
make
guy's
out
going to
some
jail
money.
for 2,000 years.
Maybe he's gonna leave it a legacy.
Nah,
Or
that
maybe-
guy's nuts. He has a criminal record from 92 to 98.
What's
But misdemeanors. He has a legal gun.
He did
correct.
a sex act too, whatever that
Illegal.
means.
Sex.
I don't understand how these things play out. Is all I can
Correct.
tell you. I don't understand.
Listen, the
the
maniac-
Too many
people.
layers. There's too many
The maniac is off the air. He's
Okay.
just,
Wait, the maniac's off the air?
in other words, he's not running around doing what he shouldn't be doing.
Well, by golly gee.
I have to tell you,
It's always a
the
man.
mind of Bailey. You are
Mm-hmm.
so incredibly talented in how you draw.
Correct.
Thank you.
Our new release of our comic strip has been out. This is strip number 5,
Well, technically,
Four.
part 2 of
Part-
4.
Or 4.
but it doesn't have number 5 on it.
Number 4.
Oh.
That's why I'm a
Number-
little confused. It has a 5 on it, but it's a 4.
I'm,
It's 4 because one of them was not part of the strip. One of them was just a comic book cover.
But I have to tell you, it's unbelievable how you think and how you draw. You have to check this out. If you're looking to be animated, or your business, or you want a logo, you got to check out Bailey Altabet's work because it is truly remarkable how you think.
also check out my Instagram, Bailey_Altabet_ Actually, hold on.
They need an easier.
too many
in-
underscores.
Instagram.
Okay, it's Bailey Draws for you. Let's just put it like that. Bailey Draws for you.
Okay, that'll
Check it.
work.
Which is really cool. So we had a lot of good stuff going on. I hear we are going to be doing another live shoot coming up in June.
We're going to Hollywood. We gave up Hollywood for Vegas.
We gave it Vegas for Hollywood.
Yeah, but I spoke to him last night. I says,
My mom wants to take me to Vegas for some reason.
don't go.
Okay, I won't go.
No, it's a nice town. If you like
It's a
gambling.
nice place. Nice place.
It's not, the jury's still out. He's going to talk to Vegas today and see which is better. But right now he's leaning towards Hollywood and then LA. So I told him, make up your mind and don't worry about it because we'll be at both. He's going to send me the details on that particular deal. And then we're working on another deal, which we have to talk about today, see how we get that done as well. Got some new merchandise that we're talking about. We may be coming out with
Yeah.
a workout clothing line.
Only if you're going to work out. That's going to
It's
be
a women's
my,
line.
That's
Sorry.
going to be my carve out on this. We will come out with a new clothing line if Freddie wears it to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Slick.
That's
I
that,
think we should.
Baba Louie, take it easy.
we have
The
agree.
to.
bottom line is this: it's not gonna be a cafe line. It's gonna be a different line because I knew you were gonna hit me with that. So it's gonna be
You know, by
someone
my
else.
second cup of coffee, my brain starts to percolate, starts to wake up a little bit. And I should have thought of this earlier, but, I wasn't thinking clearly. But yes, that would be the carve out.
No, it's not a carve out. Freddie does enough. Freddie fell asleep last night at 10:30 with the phone in his hands and in his ear, because people were calling about different things. Congratulations to Kendra, who appeared on Y100. So a little hoo-hoo to her.
Which is
Definitely
fantastic.
did.
It's fantastic.
Round of
We're going to reach out to her, see if I can get her on the phone to congratulate her. But that was very, very nicely done.
Next
And
up,
we're going to
Slick.
be now accepting WEMP coins, the Women Empowerment Token.
Yeah, I'm going to wait to see on that until I don't understand how we're
It's
going to do
been
it.
like Josh has been watching it on the crypto market. It's
When?
been going up. Yeah.
Apparently, they had a
Yeah.
fantastic week last week, I was told.
So WIMP is
Josh
It's
is
a
which
good-
Josh? JP or Josh?
2.0.
Really?
Yeah,
Josh
he's
Square.
been watching WIMP Token. I've been telling him about it.
Yeah, he
He's
was
like-
saying that last
he's
night.
like, I
yesterday.
like it. It just went up. I'm like,
I
You
heard
should
it's
do
really
a whole
doing well.
background on this thing. Doing a show or a segment
You're
with
going to be
us.
doing a segment with us on Wednesdays called WEMP Wednesdays.
So why don't you get some
I am. I'm
some
coordinating
detail.
with Claudia on that. She's going to be.
You're
educating-
coordinating.
I'm working on coordinating.
You're
with
coordinating?
the WEMP educator on
Right.
crypto because it's growing. There is. Speaking of which,
Mhm.
you know what country now accepts cryptocurrency as primary currency with the U.S. dollar?
Who?
I would say like Dubai or something.
You know, because we talked about this. We talked about
He
the
don't
financial
remember.
structure.
He don't remember.
A couple months ago.
He don't remember. Yeah,
It's a
right.
Hispanic country.
Oh,
Venezuela?
South America, Brazil,
Brazil,
Portugal.
Venezuela. Oh my gosh,
El Salvador.
El Salvador. We did.
Do you remember you talked about it and you told me because the state of its economy, it's no wonder that they have to do that.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember this conversation?
Not at all.
Just said yes.
Not at all. Like.
But they now accept it as easily as the American dollar. Those are the two forms of currency: is crypto and the U.S. dollar. Like you can go up to, and they were talking about the whole wallet situation. You can put cash in, and you get this token situation.
That's what WIMP has to work on. The cash in turns into a token, and then vice
So
versa.
that's what they're going to educate us on how to do.
Also, you were kind enough to invite Ken yesterday from the art gallery, who we're inviting. Maybe meet him on Saturday,
I'm going to reach out to him today.
and we will bring in some of his. I want the Mona Lisa. I'm gonna tell you something. That Mona Lisa
Isn't
is
it?
Mona Louie is what he calls her.
Yeah, but that Mona Louie is unbelievable, unbelievable.
So that piece is amazing, and the fact that he has a painting of Jesus on the cross,
Correct.
and it's totally done by Ken Bieberman, and it has been
Licensed,
licensed to the Vatican for merchandise,
unbelievable.
right? Like, what does that mean? Does that, and I don't know what it means. Does it mean that they bought the rights to it, or does it mean
Well, we'll
he gets
find
a
out.
percentage of the rights to
Well, we'll
it?
find out when he gets here because for Holy Friday, Easter Sunday, that shirt probably would have been a blockbuster if you can find it.
Yeah.
Got to be able to find it, right?
It's pretty amazing. So we're going to give him a
Good
call.
stuff, excellent
So
stuff.
that was pretty cool, and that was from a referral.
That
from
was just
Amy
one day.
Wachowski.
That was just one
yesterday, right?
one day. All that happened one day. Also, we are going to try to do a different deal for certain businesses. I hear Hallie Elise is coming on board. Our Comcast channel is doing well. And again, everything works if whatever you put together, you promote it. Don't think that you put something on television and they're gonna come to your door. It doesn't work that way. You gotta promote. You gotta promote. You gotta promote. I want Slick on Slick Speaks to do some promotions as well.
I
with some
did.
of
I
the
did
clients.
last week. Yeah. We've been doing that. Yes.
I want Cole.
You
I'm
got
gonna
to.
educate Cole a little bit so that even the surfer dude can promote a little bit and start doing this stuff. And I'm going to give Bailey entrance into our website to design clothing because certain people want certain things done, and why not use an artist's talents to do that?
Also, don't forget to check out upcoming merch for the new mascots.
That's what she's
Good,
working
yeah.
on merch for
I
the
saw that.
mascots. Did you see it?
Yeah, I get a lightning bolt right where it hurts. I don't know.
Oh, is that what that is? That's merch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's you?
Wait.
Because those are the mascots she did for
But
us.
why do you think it's you? They're just mascots. What do you
It has
you
a
think you're the
wand and a
sloth?
hat.
The sloth with the hat?
That's
No,
not
the
a sloth,
sloth
it's a
we
bear.
found at the fair.
It's a
It's a
sloth.
The sloth we
Is it?
found at the fair.
Oh, that's slick.
It's a sloth, and then there's a quack, and then there's a duck with a wand.
That's not you. It's just
Now
the
I feel
essence.
better. Thank you.
Yes.
That could be Slick and Cole.
It's like, what do you got going on for today? Any breaking news?
Breaking news. I was just before I came in, sorry for being late, but Robin Roberts has did her 20-year on Good Morning America.
Wow.
So I say congratulations to Robin Roberts and the Good Morning America team. But I didn't know Robin Roberts did 20 years, but she's been, I say, through like a lot of tough interviews and just a lot of situations in her career to the point that like Good Morning America's still treating her good, being that it's her platinum anniversary.
I got to ask you a question about interviews. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of times they say they cracked the tough interviews and they went in and they challenged the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think in this business it's your responsibility to actually go in and get the tough interviews, or just to listen and go, oh, okay, that's interesting? Or do you actually sit there and say, challenge it?
What do you mean challenge?
Well, why did you choose this political stance, or why did you
It's a
not pass
conversation.
this
Yeah, you got to
bill?
do that in every interview. Every interview, there's no such thing as a challenge. No such thing as a hard interview, tough interview.
No, true, but like there's only a select few of people that will do an interview with somebody. Like they wouldn't do an interview with just anybody.
Well,
Like-
then I don't understand the nature of the beast. I do an interview
And
with
how can
anybody,
you do
the
an interview
president
like that
down
with
to a bum.
like a person that's specifically asking for you? That's kind of
It makes no difference. You know, it's called conversation. I think that in this business, you have to be able to listen with your mouth, as I say.
Correct.
You know, don't overtalk it.
You don't mind challenging people.
No,
You live for that.
of course.
I don't.
I do, because if you're going to sell me something, don't I have a right to ask you challenging questions?
But when I do, I think, what did I just say? What did I just
Why?
do? Because I'm just not, that's not normally my persona of what I do.
Yeah, but if you're going to, like, if there's a baby formula that comes out, you're just going to say, okay, everybody buy it?
No, but I think it's different than when you're having a conversation with a person, and it's just an interesting thought because they do have these tough interviews. You see, President Obama is now going to be working with the national forest industry
Really?
and helping save our national parks.
Oh yeah, he is doing like I'll say, I don't know what platform has a series, but he's talking about
Netflix,
nature.
I think.
Yeah.
He's got a new Netflix series. I just saw promoted. There is a show called. A show started in Japan, and I think it's called like On Their Own. They send little 3-year-olds out to run errands by themselves.
Oh.
You gotta check. It's been going on for years, and it's just now hitting our mainstream, our country. So you'll see a 3-year-old, and they leave their house in Japan, and they take a little bag, and they go to the grocery store. They get what they need, and they come back. And there's a whole big controversy here in the U.S. because our kids grow up in a
Wouldn't
bubble.
happen.
We don't let them leave the house, let alone walk down the street to the grocery store, get a bucket of milk and some cigarettes, and come back.
Yeah, but it's deeper than that, because in certain countries they have sweatshops with kids.
So,
Wow.
so they're saying that,
Wow.
True.
you know, the other
just
side
going-
of this coin is these children are being followed by a camera crew. They don't realize it because it's like hidden cams in their pocket, but there is an adult watching these children.
Yeah, well, I'll stay away from that.
So they're thinking about bringing it here to the U.S.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
The controversy is, are there any safe cities in the U.S. that are
Yeah.
actually built to send your child
Yeah,
out
New
to
York.
do this?
Send them on the train. Put them on the R train.
Why?
But think about that. But back in the day, they said, Al Roker was saying, my parents used to send me out for a pack of cigarettes and a gallon of milk with a note that said, please give Al this and send him home. It's different now, though.
Yeah,
would
well-
you send Joey? Yeah, you could send Joey out to run an errand.
No, I would not.
You would not. You
I
could
wouldn't.
send Joey.
You can.
You could not send
I
Roland.
wouldn't
though.
even send Freddie and Gio out.
You got to.
Because
Wait,
first
I don't
of
think
all,
we could send her out. There's one over
absolutely
here.
not.
But this is a show. It's been around apparently for like 30 plus years in Japan.
Yeah,
and
I'm too small looking.
And people here, there are some people that say we overprotect our children here in the United States.
For
And then
for reasons that I just
Yeah.
and then
mentioned.
there are
Yes.
those that say, no, we don't overprotect. It is our responsibility to raise kids. And then
Mm-hmm.
the other side says, but we raise them to be dependent on us and never to leave us, which is why the millennial generation is boomeranging back into our
Well, there's
house.
other ways of doing that particular deal. I don't know. It's just very.
It's very cute to watch it on TV, but when you think about the logistics of actually sending
Your
a 3-year-old
3-year-old.
out a mile away in the
Yeah.
dark,
No.
even when
No.
No.
Yeah,
Moving
I
on.
think that's going. I
A
think that's
3-year-old?
going
A
too far.
3-year-old.
That's
Three-
not gonna
Like a
happen.
3-year-old child. No.
That's not gonna happen.
No,
how
not.
old's your nephew?
Nephew's 4.
That is
So
funny.
imagine
Not gonna
sending your
happen.
nephew out to the grocery
No,
store.
no, he
Not
can't
gonna
even keep
happen.
his
I have
shirts
to,
on.
No, I have to. Yeah, he can't.
His clothes are all over the place. He takes off his clothes in the movie.
Like really, I didn't understand how he left my hat and.
I
his
don't
shirt
understand how you
there.
didn't see that.
How did you forget your own hat?
Because it was dark. It was a dark theater,
you know,
guys.
you walked in with a hat and you
Yeah.
left without
You
one.
ever seen what
I
he's
didn't
dressed
notice
like
that
when he
because
walks
I was,
in?
like kind of wrangling 2 kids, and I'm like, guys, we gotta go to the car. Gotta go to the car.
I'm surprised you came home with the same kids.
I didn't realize I didn't have a hat, and I'm like, Freddie brings me this hat a couple weeks later, guys, and
The funny
I'm
thing is, the
surprised.
movie theater had it on a hanger saying, "Do you own this?" And then when she saw me, she said, "Oh, I didn't see it last week. Hey, this belongs to that guy Slicks, whatever his name is, Gene."
wow.
I said, "This belongs to him. It's kind of small."
and
no,
Nicole
it's his
gave it to
nephew.
you.
It's like when Slick picked you up one day without glasses. He forgot he couldn't see.
And he was driving 100 miles an hour on the highway, and he had his eyeballs pressed to the windshield.
Well, we made it. We made it here.
We made it.
Safe.
I made a few peepees on your car seat, and other than that, was pretty good.
But we made it safe. But I'll say, guys, there is breaking news because Twitter is back in, I'll say, the limelight because Mr. Elon Musk is offering
Did you
$43 billion to
Did you see what he
buy
did?
Twitter.
So he wants to privatize it.
Correct.
Yep, and the Twitter won't sell it because they don't want to privatize it. But
No,
did you see
it's still
the
under-
stock
Yeah.
went up $14 in one day?
It's nuts.
But he's not. They're not going to privatize it because he wants to make it so you have to join in. You have to opt in or something, buy in.
I don't know.
Did you hear what happened to Gilbert Gottfried?
Indeed,
Very sad.
yes.
He passed
Yeah.
away.
Yes,
Yeah.
I forgot to say that yesterday. Condolences to his family. Did you like Godfrey?
He was definitely iconic for his voice.
Did you like him the way he used to come on and scream?
It's not a matter of like, it's you just knew who he was.
I loved him.
Of course you did.
I thought he was a wild man.
He
It's
was
such
funny.
a Freddie thing to do. 100%.
And he was himself, and he was in that voice, in that face, all the time, everywhere he went.
Like it's so recognizable. It was so recognizable.
Yes.
Right? That was his voice.
Very nice niche. What did he die of? Anybody know?
Some rare form of a disease that he had his whole life, a heart, congenital heart defect or something. I forgot exactly what it is, but he had it.
I was trying to look
to
to see what he died
He
in.
was
Like,
67 years old.
Yeah, that is way too young.
That is. That is.
So they were paying tribute today to Jackie Robinson,
Yes, number 42.
the greatest
The
baseball
greatest,
players. Right?
greatest
He,
baseball player who ever played.
Right, had to overcome
Everything.
color
Yes.
and everything, and what that was like.
Yes.
You ever wonder, Jackie Robinson was a great ball player.
Mm-hmm.
If they had picked the first black ball player and he was not good, let's assume that he wasn't a good ball player,
No.
how history would have changed?
No, but I felt like being that even if he was good or bad, the stuff that he had to like, I'll say chug through because baseball was still not integrated. There was a
No,
lot.
I
Of,
get
there was
that.
a lot of coaches, umpires, not
Oh
like.
no, he got racially he was slaughtered.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, can you imagine if he wasn't a great ball player?
He would have been like a regular.
It
ball
would have been. It would have taken history even longer. I mean, some of the greats, Hank Aaron, to me, who is the original home run king. I'm sorry, and nothing against the other guy, Bonds, but
I mean, he
Hank
kinda
did it
is.
cleanly.
Barry
Sorry,
Bonds is like the best.
Bonds is the one that has the home run record.
Yeah, he's
You know,
the
when
best.
you think about how long we have been have freedom with African Americans, right?
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson's parents, his mother was a sharecropper. I mean, they were enslaved. This is not many generations behind us. This is one generation back.
Mm-hmm.
And to think how far we have not yet really come.
Correct.
But
that
you
we
know,
actually did
you know,
this.
if you go further back in history,
Mm-hmm.
in Egypt, they had slaves.
Yeah.
Hence
in Greece,
Passover, yes.
They had slaves. In Turkey, they had slaves. You know, this
Turkey?
slave thing, which I will never understand, because man should not capture man,
Correct.
no matter what times we're in, has gone back for many, 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 many years.
That is the story of Passover.
Correct.
Wow.
They enslaved us. We left. Let's eat.
I've always said that if you have a story to that particular ordeal, then we're doing something completely wrong.
We're doing a lot of look at human trafficking. It's just another form of enslavement,
Correct.
right? This is what's
'Cause
going
they're
on,
taking the
Technically,
girls.
yeah.
They're
right?
taking the
Now,
girls and
now that you hear in the Ukraine what happened yesterday.
all the
We
mass.
what another $800 million
Oh my
or
God,
something we're
mass
sending.
graves.
in.
Okay, but check this out.
mass
You know,
graves.
the Ukraine fighters have been holding their own against the Russians, right? They found out that there's a lot of things showing why the Russian army is failing. Their trucks, which is the backbone of any military, are breaking down. They don't have tires, they don't have engine parts, the whole nine. Okay. So now the Ukrainians are hitting ships that are bombarding them to death with new missiles and new guided weaponry. So what happened was NATO emptied all their old stuff in the Ukraine. All the old stuff. And the United States is now replenishing, and the other countries, Britain and stuff, with the new stuff. So the new stuff that's coming in, we have to teach them how to use it. And here we go now. If you had a hard time with the old stuff, guess what's coming,
So
buddy?
now we're putting troops on the ground to
No.
train.
I never said that. Freddie never said that.
So how are they going to
All
train
right,
them?
Freddie don't know. Freddie don't care. All that Freddie knows is that they show what's coming. And Putin's probably going to get a little teed off today. Because I don't know how stupid we can be. We're doing it from an Air Force base here in the U.S. to Poland. And what's coming now is going to be highly sophisticated machinery.
Imagine press 1 to learn how to turn this on. Press 2 to speak to a person. I'm kidding.
Correct.
Well, let me
yeah.
give you an example of how deadly this stuff is. That ship that was in the Black Sea that got bombarded and hit by the Ukrainians, where do you think that stuff came from?
The one that they're not sure they can find.
All I'm telling you, all I'm saying is if the Russians are having a hard time up to now, They're about to get a whole new dose of hard time.
Yeah, here's the thing: the Russians are having a hard time, but look at the devastation in Ukraine.
I
Right.
understand that. I understand, but you got to do something to fight back. Let me ask another question.
Yeah.
Suppose that I almost said we. Suppose the Ukrainians move the Russians back. Do they attack Russia?
They shouldn't. I mean, nobody.
Time
was,
out. Time
nobody
out.
was wanting a war.
If the Ukrainians attack Russia right now, the land of Russia, do you think that this will stop? Think about this before you answer.
No, but we shouldn't attack. Oh, what is it?
It isn't
We shouldn't be fighting fire with fire. Like
It's not fire. Listen,
Yeah.
did you see how they left that town of Mariupol? 70% gone.
They think he used chemical warfare.
And they think there's chemicals, they're looking for the evidence and all that. My question is, if you fire into Moscow from wherever, which is really, really far away from it, or
Yeah.
from whatever city,
Mm-hmm.
then would it stop? Would the nonsense stop? This is nonsense. This is a grown man doing something totally unacceptable.
correct.
But would it
And-
stop?
I mean, I feel like it will stop because we're kind of dealing with some nonsense because in Texas they're kind of backing up a lot of supplies, so our supply chain is going to be slowed down because of a political view, or like.
Well, you just see
one
Texas
yeah.
just sent their second bus
Some
load of
immigrants to
immigrants to
DC.
DC.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, I just feel like people should feel the essence of Easter and Good Friday coming up. You know,
Papa,
so like
People
we
don't
can stop.
learn, man.
We shouldn't fight fire with fire.
That's right, and
It's
you're
not gonna-
100% correct. We
Yeah.
can't even live among ourselves.
So tomorrow we're declaring a day of peace, right?
Yes.
Sure.
We talked about that.
Day of peace. Yeah, we give up hate for Lent. Yeah, let's do a day of peace. I think that tomorrow we have the Rhythm Chicks in house. I'm looking forward to that. They sent the bios. I sent them to you.
Crazy Horse draw us a banner.
Yeah.
Day
Okay.
of peace with a dove between us, and it's about co-joining people. It doesn't matter religion, color, anything.
Yeah.
About co-joining people for peace and camaraderie.
That's right, because peace has no color.
Ready to wrap this up?
Yes.
Ready to go?
All right. Have a great morning, everyone. Stay tuned. We've got Ivy's Inspirations coming to you at 10:30, followed by the afternoon cafe brunch. We got a lot going on. So have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
JC, thank you for the music. We'll talk to you today at 4, and don't be late today at 12.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee up.
Cup runneth over.
No,
Have
company dry.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs, because you know, your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.